Hi, this is Zak Mir with US Chartbreakers here at Zak's Traders Cafe for Tuesday, the 5th of December. Starting off with the S&P, where JP Morgan once again saying that the S&P is heading to 3,500. In the spring, they said it was heading to 3,500, and obviously it didn't. And they're now looking for 3,500 in 2024. Current situation is that we're probably maxed out in terms of the recent rally, but a break of 4,600 and that resistance line projection from August last year could take this market up to a blow-off move as high as 4,800 by the end of next month. That 4,800 derived by September 2022 resistance line projection. In terms of support, we've got 4,500 to 4,520, which is the near-term November support, and then the top of the gap there from the middle of last month, 44.60. 50-day moving average rising sharply, so hopefully that's supporting this situation. Moving on to the stocks, and we return to Aquabounty. Here we've got a situation where there's another attempt at breaking back after the sharp decline since February for the shares. Initial target here up to the $3.20 area and the 50-day line. And the reason for us looking for recovery here, apart from the bullish divergence, the uptrend line in the RSI window, is the way that we're back above the old initial November support there around $2.20. So above that, looking for $3.20, and then up to the top of that falling trend channel from August as high as $4.10. Next up is another stock which we've looked at recently but need to update. It's Alpha Teknova. Here, rising 50-day line and a nice breakout through recent neckline resistance around the $2.70 area. Above that, we're looking for that resistance line there from May as high as $3.60 by the end of this month, or hopefully sooner. You can see there are a few sellers around because especially in the last rally we only had a one-day wonder before the shares fell back sharply, but in this case, with the 50-day line rising, this could be the big breakout for the stock. Moving on to a stock which we haven't looked at for ages now, Chanson International, and here we've broken the old August resistance line and the 50-day moving average around $2.50. Above that, we're looking at the top of that rising trend channel from the early part of this year as high as $4.50. And that could happen as soon as the end of this month. A situation which is also looking encouraging at the moment is Carmell Corporation, and here you can see that we've had another attempt at clearing the 50-day line, this time support from the 50-day line around $2.75. Above that, we're looking for $4.10 at the top of that falling trend channel from back in July. And the positive here is that we're back above the old August support there around $2.55. The longer we stay above that, the more we are looking forward to $4 as a near-term target. Next up is Cerevel, and here you can see that there's been a nice triangle breakout, also through resistance at $26.50, and a gap close signal as well, closing above the old August gap there at $30.50. Above $30.50, we're looking for as high as the $42.70 area, which is the top of that rising trend channel from the beginning of last year, or February last year. And upside certainly valid while we're above the $28 area, which was the old support area. Moving along to another situation which seems to be encouraging, and one which is new to the chart breakers, Consensus Cloud Solutions. Here, another stock trying to break through the 50-day line. A very strong candle yesterday, bullish divergence and a bear trap from below the October support at $20. Above that, looking for up to $29 at the top of a broadening triangle from back in June, and the timing on that hopefully as soon as the end of this month. Next up is a name we have looked at before but not for a while, eBang International. Here we've got a rising trend channel, sort of a narrowly rising trend channel, and we've closed above recent neckline resistance around $8.20. Above that, looking for up to $12 by the end of next month, and ideally we stay above the 50-day line in the meantime, which is currently around $7.20. The next situation is also looking decent, and here you can see that enGene is delivering a U-shaped turnaround. Very strong candle yesterday, opening at the low, closing at the high, and breaking that line of resistance from the beginning of last month. Above the $11 area, we're looking for a return to the temporary support that we had previously around the $18 area, so above $12, looking for 18 on enGene, but obviously slightly fraught situation given the price action that we've had over the recent past. Moving on to another mover and shaker, which is Fortress Biotech. Here, a bit messy in terms of the turnaround, but a gap close buy signal there, closing the gap there from early November around the $2.10 area, and above that looking for an initial target around $3.10. After that, hopefully as high as $5 by the end of next month, which was the old October resistance for the shares. The other point to note is that we've got bullish divergence in there with an uptrend line there from back in October, and that managed to deliver a higher RSI low, even though the shares went much lower, in fact, gap down. On to a decent situation again, Myomo, and probably the most trending stock of the day here. Here we've got a rising trend channel from the beginning of October, top of the channel there, around $5.40, and that target valid while we hold above the previous November resistance at $3.65. So above $3.65, looking for $5 plus on Myomo. On to the last three. First one is a strong situation as well. Northann Corporation. Here we have the suspicion that we're in a wide rising trend channel and that we already had the base there. The spike low, or the probe low, I suppose it's more accurately called, at the end of last month, should have got rid of all the weak hands there, and hence we can look for decent upside, at least to retest the November resistance around $22 by the end of next month, and maybe ultimately a target as high as $28 early in 2024. The key here is holding above the $9 area, which is recent support for the shares. A nice looking situation coming up next in the form of root. Here we've broken out of a triangle formation that we've had basically since the spring. The line broken there around $10.50, and above that looking for up to $18 by the end of next month, or hopefully even sooner than that. Last one today is Turnstone Biologics, and here we've got this potential range base here, with the range between around the $1.90 area and the $3.80 area, hoping for at least $3.80 on the next move, especially with the end of day close, a proper end of day close above the 50-day moving average at $2.70. So above that, best case scenario, up to $5 by the end of next month. That's it for me today. More updates tomorrow.